Oboduku village was known far and wide for its lavish ceremonies and grand traditional events. The community was bustling with activity as the women prepared for the upcoming election of their union's executives, a position that came with immense prestige, especially the president's title. The role of the president was the ultimate prize: prestige, influence, and access to the highest echelons of power. Women clamored for it, dreaming of the benefits it promised. Among those who secretly coveted the title was Uloma, a woman who had once lived a life of luxury in the city. Uloma's fall from grace began when her husband Chude was wrongfully dismissed from his lucrative job. The accusations against him were false, but they led to the loss of their home, car, and the scholarships that funded their children's education. The family returned to Oboduku in disgrace, living modestly off Chude's farming and Uloma's petty trading. One evening, Uloma approached Chude with her desires. "Uloma, this position is not as glamorous as you think," Chude warned. "I have heard stories of women compromising their dignity for it." "Stories," she scoffed, waving him off. "You want me to stay here and suffer when I have a chance to rise again? I will contest, with or without your support." Uloma began her secret campaign, seeking advice and support from influential women in the community. Her friend Olachi, a former executive of the Women's Council, warned her about the challenges of winning. "You will need more than just charm to secure that seat," Olachi said. "Are you willing to go the extra mile?" "What do you mean?" Uloma asked curiously. "You will see," Olachi replied cryptically, leading her on a path she could never have imagined. Olachi took Uloma to a secluded village far from Oboduku. There, in a dark, incense-filled shrine, they met a powerful witch doctor. The atmosphere was ominous, and Uloma's heart pounded as she explained her ambition. The witch doctor laughed. "You want power? It comes with a price." "What must I do?" Uloma asked, her voice trembling. "From now on," the witch doctor said, fixing her with a piercing gaze, "you will sleep only with madmen, 5 different ones every month. If you break this covenant, you will lose everything, including your life. You will face a slow, painful death." Uloma recoiled. "What? That's insane." Olachi whispered urgently. "Think of the benefits, Uloma. Focus on the prize." Uloma was horrified but eventually agreed, lured by the dreams of reclaiming her luxurious lifestyle. On election day, Uloma shocked the village by announcing her candidacy. Other aspirants dismissed her as a nobody, but when voting began, the impossible happened. Every single vote went to Uloma. The witch doctor's spell had worked. "Uloma, how did you pull this off?" Chude asked, bewildered. "I told you I was destined for greatness," she replied with a triumphant smile. As president, Uloma reveled in the privileges of her new position. She attended private meetings with the king, rubbed shoulders with influential women, and lived extravagantly. However, her family began to feel neglected. "Do you even remember that you have children?" Chude asked one day. "Don't start. Everything I do is for this family, Uloma snapped, brushing him off. To maintain her position, Uloma began sneaking out at night to fulfill the witch doctor's demands. She scoured deserted markets and abandoned buildings for madmen, enduring the humiliation in secret. One night, she returned home to find Chude waiting. "Where were you?" he asked. "At a meeting," she lied. "You have changed, Uloma," he said, sadness in his eyes. "This isn't the woman I married." She brushed past him. "You just don't understand power." One fateful night, when Uloma went to scout for madmen as was her custom, she found a man sitting under an ancient tree in the village square. He looked deranged, muttering to himself. She led him to a secluded spot and completed her grim task. As she dressed to leave, the man suddenly called her by her name. Turning back, she froze in horror. It was Chief Akeze, a member of the king's cabinet, disguised as a madman for his own ritual. "You thought you're the only one chasing power," Chief Akeze mocked, laughing at her. Uloma's world crumbled. She had unknowingly broken the covenant. Panic-stricken, she ran to the witch doctor, who delivered the fatal verdict. "There is no redemption," the witch doctor said coldly. "Prepare for your end." At the next women's meeting, it was as though the scales had fallen from the women's eyes. Uloma was met with hostility and protests. Women who once adored her turned against her, demanding her resignation for no cogent reason. Even her allies deserted her. Stripped of her title and wealth, she returned home in disgrace. Soon, Uloma fell mysteriously ill. Her body began to decay and she endured unbearable pain. Finally, she confessed her sins to Chude and their children, begging for forgiveness. Chude was furious but ultimately forgave her. "You have brought shame upon us," he said, "but I will not abandon you." Her children wept and the family embraced, united in their pain. As Uloma's mysterious illness worsened, Chude knew he had to find a solution, as he did not want to lose his wife to the strange disease. He therefore sought help from a pastor. The pastor prayed fervently for Uloma, breaking the spiritual bond. She repented, and over time, her health was miraculously restored. She abandoned her ambitions and focused on rebuilding her family life. She also vowed to live a life of humanity and service. Months later, in-depth investigations were conducted at Chude's place of work, and it was discovered that he was innocent of the accusations levied against him. Chude was reinstated at work with a salary raise and a host of other benefits. The family moved back to the city and lived a better, wealthy life. With their newfound faith and gratitude, they began a new chapter, wiser and stronger from their ordeal. "Life has given us a second chance," Uloma said, smiling at her family. "Let us make it count." This story teaches the importance of contentment, integrity, and prioritizing family over material wealth and ambition. It highlights the dangers of greed, deceit, and taking unethical shortcuts to achieve success, showing how such choices can lead to devastating consequences. Uloma's journey also emphasizes the power of forgiveness, redemption, and the value of second chances, reminding us that true happiness lies in love, humility, and living a life of honesty and purpose. Did you enjoy this beautiful story? Please like this video if you did. Also, kindly subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification bell so that you will be alerted whenever I upload a new video. I will also appreciate it if you leave your comments below and share this video to your friends and loved ones. Until I come your way next time, remain blessed.